Some of the challenges for parents when they're looking for childcare are to find a place that is a home away from home where they feel comfortable leaving their children. I think a lot of times, a lot of programs are very academic and push kids beyond their comfort zone. And not that we don't push kids, but that you got to find their right place and where they're at and help them get to that next level. But sometimes when kids aren't in the right environment to start with, they don't get the development they need as they grow. And it affects them a lot more in the social emotional area because they don't learn how to properly interact with others. In the early years, it's really important to help them be successful in academics as they get older. I think the biggest thing is finding a place where they feel safe and loved and a good home away from home. When I was at the Denver Rescue Mission, one of the things I really loved about their system is they had this process where they had family activities would come together and they would build a community with the different families. When the rescue mission started looking at their mission and vision, they decided that their early childhood center was the thing that least fit their missions at the time, and so decided to close it. And in the process, my parents moved to New Mexico to open a commercial cleaning company, and they kept telling me they were having struggles with their employees finding people to care for their kids at night. And so they kept saying, come down here and open a center for us. The next thing I know, God shut all the doors in Colorado, and we opened up Eastridge in 2009. Children's Promise Centers is an early childhood education program. We service kids from 6 weeks to 5 years old and then school age in the summer. Our pre-K programs are funded through the state, and so all the children at the Eastridge location for 3 and 4s are free during the school year. The state provides childcare subsidies for all families up to 400% of poverty. This program is currently a nonprofit. I have to say our Alvarado location, we are moving to a for-profit concept, but it doesn't change anything about how we operate or who we are. From the time we opened until now, a lot of what we do has come out of me being a mother. What am I comfortable with and what would I trust? When it comes to caring and loving, I know one of the biggest concerns for a lot of parents is, who is my kid with all day? And so we've always said that for our staff, when I interviewed or hired, it was always, if I wouldn't leave them alone with my kids, they're not coming into my building because all the kids in the building are my kids. Our belief system comes from our Christian roots, and it really comes because we believe that everybody is seeking community, and it's really that community that is going to help them grow and develop, and that's what makes us who we are. From the moment people step on our property to the moment they leave, they feel the peace of God. And we get comments all the time about how peaceful it is here, even when we feel like it's a completely chaotic day. And so that just shows us how much the culture of those core beliefs really brings the community together and the peace of everything. With the children, the important thing is to always make sure they're learning and growing. And so we like to take them where they're at and help them develop to that next level. We do use the state early learning guidelines to do that. We also do that so well in meeting kids where they are and helping them grow within the classroom and challenging them that we've become well known at our Eastridge location for supporting a lot of special needs children. We also use a curriculum called Conscious Discipline, which works with the kids and helps them develop self-regulation. So depending on whatever the situation is, it's a way to come sit down with them and talk to them and talk through things rather than necessarily using the traditional timeout, but it's really helping them process and work through what's going on. The kids have different learning centers, a science and math center, they'll have language centers. They usually have a sensory table with a library area, blocks area, multiple different things. And we start that usually with our 1-year-olds, just to start introducing them to it at a lower level. In our infant room, we work with the family on what the family wants as far as schedules and feedings and those types of things. Once they start transitioning to our 1-year-old's room, they do get transitioned more to a certain schedule with 1 nap a day that goes through the pre-K room. So they all generally will go through small group, large group, individual play, outside play, and most of it's child-directed. So we take the child's interests and help them grow and develop from where their interests are. Our biggest philosophy is being a community to support each other and how to come alongside the families. My passion is really family education and support and how to really help those families along before they get to crisis. I'm excited to be able to not only provide high quality care for kids, but evening care as well. Because there's so many families out there that have to work that second and third shift and they just don't have a safe place for their kids to be. It's nice to be able to have a place that's safe and consistent for those kiddos and those families, because it's not easy entrusting your most precious gift to someone else. So I think that's the biggest thing I'm excited to be able to provide in areas where they don't necessarily have that peace and where their kids are going. It makes me feel the joy. I think it's just pure joy.